how are you today? Excited? I am, because today is Science Day, yay! And we are going to be doing an experiment all about gravity. But first of all, let's remind ourselves, if we're not already subscribed, please get Mommy and Daddy to subscribe to this channel. Click the big red subscribe button, and then this will be available to you each and every day, and it will incentivize me to keep on making them for you. Now let's welcome in the day together. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Get your suns. The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. The sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. We thank the earth for spinning round and being here for us. When I sit, circle, my bottom is on the floor. My legs are crisscross applesauce. My eyes are looking, my ears are listening, my mouth is closed, and my hands are in my lap. Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright shiny faces, and I say to you, good morning to you. Good morning, Miss Alexa. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're here today. Hooray! Buenos dias. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? What day is it today? Science Day is always on. Yes! Whoa, Wednesday! Let's take a look at the calendar. So if yesterday was Tuesday and tomorrow will be Thursday, it means today is Wednesday. There are a lot of numbers. Can you help me, please? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Today is Wednesday, May 20th. Hoy es el miércoles, el 20 de mayo. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Los días de la semana son siete, son siete. Los días de la semana son siete, son siete. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo son siete, son siete. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, all together, domingo. Sunny, 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 sunny. Is it sunny in the sky? S-U-N-N-Y is sunny. Is it sunny in the sky? Cloudy, 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 cloudy. Is it cloudy in the sky? C-L-O-U-D-Y, cloudy. Is it cloudy in the sky? Rainy, 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 rainy. Is it rainy in the sky? R-A-I-N-Y is rainy. Is it rainy in the sky? Windy, 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 is it windy in the sky? W-I-N-D-Y, windy, is it windy in the sky? Snowy, 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 is it snowy in the sky? S-N-O-W-Y is snowy, is it snowy in the sky? My friends, what is the weather like today? Well, here, I don't know if you could actually hear that, but it's thundering. Yeah, it is a bit thundery today. It's cloudy, it's a little bit dark. I think we're probably going to get some rain. So today, I think I'm going to sing about the cloudy. I'm going to sing about the clouds because it's not actually raining yet, although it is thundering. You sing about what the weather is like with you, and I will sing about it being cloudy. We'll meet together at the end of the song. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I know a day just like today, and cloudy was the weather. C-L-O-U-D-Y, 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 and cloudy was the weather. My friends, our science experiment today is quite an exceptional one actually. It's about a really big thing that basically if we didn't have it, we wouldn't be able to live the way that we do on Earth. Do you remember what that word was I said at the beginning? Beginning with G. Gravity. Absolutely, gravity. But what is gravity? Well, gravity is a force that pulls everything downwards. Gravity. This is why you walk on the floor, on the ground, and you don't float around in your house or outside. That would be fun, but it would be a little bit tricky to go on with everyday life, right? So we are going to do an experiment today to do with gravity. Now, it is an experiment that was originally done by a scientist, very famous scientist called Galileo, many years ago. But we are going to talk about what he discovered after we do our science experiment. So, are you ready? Let me pull my table forward and we will do our gravity science experiment. Here we go. Okay, so for this experiment on my tray, I laid them down just because I thought it's quite difficult to carry a tray, especially for young hands. I know you guys are super steady with your things, but 2 empty small plastic bottles. Now it doesn't have to be plastic bottles you do your experiment with, but it has to be 2 objects, and I'll show you the one difference they're going to have in just one moment. So we are going to do a science experiment where we are going to fill one of the bottles up halfway full with water, keep one of them empty. So I drank all the water that was in it. Twist the top back on, put the lid back on. Now to make this nicer and more fun, you could probably decorate the bottles if you want to. And with this bottle, I'm going to fill it up halfway with water. This is how nice it is. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to put my lid on the bottom. So I have 2 bottles of water. As you can see, one has water in it, my other one is empty. I should say 2 water bottles. One does not have any water in it, one is empty. Now, what on earth does this have to do with gravity? Well, I want to show you the science experiment that Galileo did, but he would have done it in a little bit more scientific and different way. We're going to use water bottles. What I'm going to do is drop the water bottles from the same height. And I want you to think about, let's make a hypothesis. Which bottle is going to hit the table first? The one with the water in it or the one without the water? Have a think. Which bottle will hit the table first? Okay, now, why do you think that will happen? You can tell your parents if they're in the room, tell your nannies or your brothers and sisters, or tell it out loud to yourself. Why do you think that will happen? Which do you think will hit first? And why do you think that would happen? Now, my brain tells me, well, the one with water in is heavier. So I think this will hit the table first because it's heavier. And that is why. Now, if yours is different, you stick with what you think. Let's try it and see what happens. Are you ready? So I'm going to put these as high as I can, but to make sure they're the same height. You still see them? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my goodness. Now, friends, I don't know if you could see that as well as I could, but watch this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Now, I want you to get that video and go back and pause it, because what I saw was they both hit the table at the same time. How is that possible? They both came down, made a loud noise, and went at the same time. Wow. Why is that? Well, why is that? Galileo discovered that if you drop two objects that are the same but different weights, as long as you drop them from the same height, they would always hit the surface at the same time because the pull of gravity on them is the same. That is incredible! Now, the pull of gravity is the same size object, the same as everything, but what would happen if you changed the surface area of the objects? What would happen if the objects were different? So I thought we could do this with my caterpillar. It's not a real caterpillar, it's just a plastic one. And my caterpillar's leaf that he likes to eat. It's not a real leaf, it's made out of cardstock. Okay, I'm going to drop these from the same height. Do you think they will both hit at the same time because the pull of gravity is the same? Let's have a look. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Did you see that? Try it one more time so you can see. 1, 2, 3, go. Look, my caterpillar jumped on the leaf. Did you notice? The caterpillar hit the table first. Now, yes, it is heavier, but that's not why it hit the table first. There is a different force happening here. So, when you have two different objects that are different sizes, the pull of gravity is the same, but the air resistance around it is different. So, this has a lot larger of a surface area. So when you let go, kind of floats down because the air resistance is acting on it. Imagine a bunch of arrows all going up and around it. That's the air resistance. The air resistance is acting all around it, and with a larger surface area, it is going to go a lot slower because of the air resistance. This is a lot smaller. There is not as much air resistance around it. But if you had two caterpillars the exact same as this, but one was heavier than the other one, they would fall at the same time, because the air resistance on them is the same, just like the bottles, but the force of gravity is also the same, so it doesn't matter what they weigh, they will hit at the same time. Mind blown. Wasn't that a fantastic experiment for today? I thought that was super wonderful. Do you know that gravity also holds the Earth that we live in place and all the other planets? Did you also know that gravity exists on the moon too, but the pull of gravity on the moon is not as strong as it is on Earth? So if you're an astronaut, that is why you can jump so much higher on the moon than on Earth. This is why I love Wednesdays, and this is why I love science experiments. I love finding out all about this crazy but exciting stuff. It's great. That is what gravity does. I hope you have fun today with your experiment. You could, if you're one of my older children as well, make yourself a table. Write down your hypothesis. What do you think will happen? Then write down why. Draw your table out, what your objects are. Do they fall at the same time? Yes, no? Just remember, you have to keep them at the same height, drop them at the same height. I can't wait to see your results. Have fun with that today. Before we end today, we are going to finish with our pranayama, our breathing exercises, and I think that we'll do some, how can we do some gravity? Let's do some slow breathing. Imagine you're walking on the moon or jumping up. You ready? So it's going to be super slow as we breathe out. So breathe in and out as if you're walking on the moon. Shoulders up and down in your back pockets. Thank you so much, my friends. I hope you enjoy your science today. Please join us tomorrow for our gardening. It's a slightly different kind of math and gardening at the same time, but it is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see you. Goodbye.